You know that feeling, right? That feeling of being stressed. It's that tension, that racing mind, that sense of just being totally overwhelmed. It feels like it's all in your head, just a mental battle. But what if it's way, way more than that? Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, it's that feeling. The one you wake up with, the one you go to bed with. For so many of us, it's just become the background noise of our lives.
You've got deadlines constantly looming over you. At work, at school, that clock is always, always ticking.
Then there's the money stuff. Worrying about bills, trying to save. It's a heavy weight that, let's be honest, most of us are carrying around.
And of course, there's the overthinking, that voice in your head that just will not be quiet, replaying conversations, worrying about stuff that hasn't even happened yet.
Right here, this is the big shift in thinking we need to make. Because all that anxiety, all that stress we feel in our minds, well, medical experts are telling us it's quietly causing real, actual, measurable harm to our bodies. So the most important thing to get is, this isn't just in your head.
And to really understand what's going on, we're going to take a little tour of the human body. We're going to see exactly what this silent damage looks like up close.
Okay, let's start at the top, the command center. When you are constantly stressed out, your brain gets stuck. It gets locked into what scientists call survival mode. It's like it's on high alert, 24/7, as if there's a threat just around the corner at all times. And this isn't just a vague feeling, you know? It has real-world consequences. You find it impossible to focus. You start forgetting little things. And that cycle of overthinking we just talked about, it gets cranked up to a whole new level. Your brain is literally too busy being a security guard to do its main job properly.
Next up, your heart. And I gotta tell you, doctors are not mincing words on this one. Long-term, unchecked stress is a serious, serious threat to your cardiovascular health.
What happens is it keeps your blood pressure high all the time, which puts this constant strain on your arteries. And over time, that directly increases your risk of having a heart attack. This isn't a maybe, it's a direct physiological chain reaction.
Now, all of this connects to something I bet every single one of us has gone through. Those nights where you're just staring at the ceiling, totally wired and stressed out. Well, there's a key chemical player in this story, a hormone called cortisol.
So think of cortisol as your body's built-in alarm system. It's great in short bursts, if you need to run from danger. But when you're stressed all the time, your cortisol levels just stay high. And high cortisol is the absolute enemy of good sleep.
And this creates this vicious cycle that's so hard to escape. Your stress jacks up your cortisol. That high cortisol then wrecks your sleep. Then, because you're sleep deprived, you feel even more anxious and stressed the next day, which, you guessed it, raises your cortisol even more. It just goes round and round.
Ever feel that knot in your stomach when you're super stressed? Well, that's not just a figure of speech. It turns out a lot of the digestive problems we blame on what we ate actually start in our heads.
See, when your body is in that survival mode, it starts redirecting energy away from things it considers non-essential at the moment, and that includes digestion. This can lead to all sorts of fun stuff like bloating, acid reflux, and just general stomach pain. Your gut and your brain are talking to each other constantly.
All right, our final stop on this tour is your body's personal army, the immune system. The easiest way to think about it is that stress is like a saboteur, constantly weakening your defenses from the inside. Honestly, it's as simple as that. When your immune system is compromised, you are just way more likely to catch every cold, flu, and bug that's making the rounds. So if you feel like you're getting sick all the time, chronic stress might just be the hidden reason why. Okay, so we've seen the damage. That's the bad news. But the good news, and it is really good news, is that this is not a life sentence. Medical experts have laid out a really simple, totally doable plan to take back control. The whole trick is to start before the damage gets too serious. And here's the plan. Look, nothing on this list is going to blow your mind, but doing them together is incredibly powerful. Making sleep a priority helps break that nasty cortisol cycle. Cutting back on screen time gives your brain a chance to breathe. Deep breathing exercises can literally calm your nervous system down in minutes. Daily walks get you moving. And hey, reducing caffeine, that's just taking away one more artificial stressor from your day. It's the small things that really, really add up. And all of this leads to what is, for me, the most important idea in this whole explainer. We have got to completely change how we think about stress and our mental health.
Just let that sink in for a second. Taking care of your stress is no different than taking care of a broken arm or managing a chronic illness. It's a critical part of your overall health. It's not a flaw in your character, it's a medical reality.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Now that you know that stress isn't just a feeling, that it's actively causing physical damage to your brain, your heart, your whole body, how are you going to see it and treat